Hi doctor, my name is Toon Ph'ng and now I'll show my assignment 3 and this is the search. Before we go into search, let's go to the home page. User can see all the items that allow in the Butter Eat platform. As you can see, there are multiple items and multiple types of items as well. So maybe electronic devices, maybe furnitures, and a lot of stuffs. And to be honest, I didn't use pagination as doctor use. I use dynamic pagination, which is the same as Instagram or Facebook. So it will load about 10 items before loading the next 10 items. And in order to do this, I use a scroll controller. Okay, you can see this is a scroll controller, final scroll controller from the home screen. So whenever we add a listener to that, so whenever it scroll to the max, which is downwards, it will add the load user items. And I also made a simulation of for example, Facebook, Instagram, they always have a randomness in their display items, right? So if I refresh them, you will see every time it is different. Although it is not really different, so it loads the same 10 datas of items from the database, and then before I add it into the list, I just shuffle them. I shuffle them and then only add them into the actual list. So you can see a randomized effect from it. Okay, let's go to an item, which is television. As you can see, if the item which is not related to the user, which means that if the user does not publish the items, you got two screens which will be provided to the user. The first one is the details, which is the requirement for the assignment, and the second one is the butter. So it will detect whether the user have the items for butter which match the one that the other users which want them to trade for. So example, this user want electronic device, other or video games and consoles, which this user doesn't have, it only have furnitures. So you can see it says, oh, if you want this product, please match with it or else it cannot. So let's see if the items match with it. So this is a furniture. Normally when we put up furniture, we try to trade for the same stuff, right? So as you can see, if we have it, it will display take and give. So this, if we want to barter, we can try to send offer to them and then take this sofa, and then what we will give, and then we can choose one of them. The price of it will be shown up here, and then the price of what we are going to give them to trade for it, it will be shown here. And let's go to the search function. The search function have multiple way for us to search. Not only search for items, but we can also search for peoples or the description as well. So let's see if we search for sofa. As you can see, all the sofas will come up, and that if that sofa is related to us, right? So maybe this one is published by us. You can see we cannot go to the butter there, but a very simple, just a simple details of it, and we can edit it from here as well. And there's another thing I didn't mention, which is if we go to electronic device, right, or any other stuff that is developed or shared or posted by other users, we can go to their details as well and then see what they made. And okay, the last one for this list is I made something which is similar to YouTube or Facebook or any other social media. When the user press a lot or they click into these items, right, maybe even like them, and then they interact with a lot of electronic devices. Okay, then after a while, the next time it access the database, it will try its best to access it. Access what? It will try to its best to access all the electronic device. As you can see, now all the furnitures are gone, but left electronic devices. And since we press multiple times of furnitures, right? So it will give a ranking. How can this work? So every time a user press into an item, it will add that item type into a list, which is this item interest.dart, which is they will add that interest into the list, and it will have a maximum length of 30. After it adds to the 30, since I don't want to have it eat too much local storage, right? So what I do is instead of adding more, I just let them update the index from 0 and then update them one by one. So since the index 0 is the first one, which is the oldest one, which is not the most important, so I just start updating index. And then when we try to search for what is the most used or most accessed by the user, it will go through, before we even access the database, it will go through the ranking system, which it will see which it will try to give a descending order on which is the most that accessed by the user to the list. It will have a ranking of 3, and after that it will go to the database but with these 3. Yeah, here this one. So you can see it goes by order by, and then it is dynamic lah, since the item list the interest list might only got two interests, right, not 3, so this need to be dynamic. And they will go through order by, and then this is the condition, which is the rank 3 items. The first one which will be display first, the second one will be continue on, and the third one. And this have a limit and offset as well. And that is how I made this. As you can see, if I roll very fast, right, to the bottom, it will update it more. You can see it update it. So if it doesn't have anything else, it will say, looks like you reached the end. Look into the search. Let's say I want to search people as well. So if the item list is nothing, right? So instead of having user to the slide to the people, it will just automatically slide to the people if the item list is empty, while there are people in the list where it's searched for. So we can also follow them and then look at our follow list as well. This is extra lah. So maybe we can see, there are 2 people who are following, we can unfollow or follow them as well. And this is all extra, and that's all for my presentation. Thank you.